Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Spirit Speaks. I've been gone a couple of weeks, had a little vacation over the holidays, which was lovely. It has been exciting times, has it not? I'm happy everybody is here. I'm talking loud and my singing bowl is vibrating next to me, so I'm going to have to hold it. Okay. Who I am is I'm Shannon McLaren, and this is Spirit Speaks, and I'm doing this because I like to give back, because I just like to give back. If you know me, actually, one of my friends always says that I have always said that all I ever want to do is help people. So that's kind of what we're doing here. So the deal is that put your questions in the chat, and my lovely assistant, Steph, not the wife, Steph, will make a list of all of the questions. And then after I'm done talking about my stuff, she will pop it up and she will send them to me and I will answer them. So we'll do tarot and we'll do oracle cards like normal. I also pull cards from my little spirit guide deck that I kind of made. So they have messages for you and just kind of the coming week and the things that are going on. So the biggest thing that they're talking to me about is grounding out the excess energy around us because it's kind of thick. So everything that happened this week, it's Sunday, so it's considered last week, right? So everything that happened then, just everything. We were all hoping that 2021 would be so much different, but maybe it will be, and that 2020 is just kind of lingering into January. So I'm going to hold out hope, right? Okay. So they want us to ground out the excess energy that's around you. So grounding, we do that through our root chakra. Your root chakra is at the base of your spine. And I like to visualize a grounding cord from the base chakra down to the core of the earth. You make the grounding cord as wide as your hips, and then you just throw any excess energy down it. There's a lot more that goes into that, but just briefly, that's what is good for. The other thing that they wanted me to tell you is to be honest about how you're feeling. So if you are being honest about how you feel, then that gives other people permission to be honest about how they feel. And so by you being honest about you not being okay, or whatever it is that you're feeling, you actually help other people to tell you how they feel. So, and if anybody is running around telling you that they're perfectly okay right now, they're full of shit. They're lying because this has gone on for so long. It's very, very taxing. And if you're in California, we're going into 10th month of being basically on lockdown. So, and that affects people. You know how you hear on TV how those prison movies, when they get locked in solitary confinement, how it makes people go crazy. It's being locked in an environment. I mean, it's not as bad as solitary confinement, of course, but it does stuff to us. So please talk about how you're feeling. And if you don't feel okay, just know that you're not alone, because we're all not okay. So, and then the card that I pulled on this is that sadness and other emotions that you, meaning us humans, label as negative are not things to avoid. They're all wonderful parts of being human. So that goes right in line with what they had said about, we're all not okay. So, okay, given that, I am, like I talked about last time I was on, we're going to do singing bowls every week. So this big old sucker, it's red. It is the root chakra. So once again, I'm going to play this, and hopefully this comes across your speakers. Okay, so I'm going to have to hold it down here because it's big. So here we go. So what I want you to do is I want you to take in a deep breath, and then I want you to let it out. And I want you to imagine that there's a grounding cord going from your root chakra down to the core of the earth as you listen to this. So as you can see, this will sing for a little while. So we're just going to set this over here. I'm going to hold it over here and let it sing. So let's see if I left anything. Oh, what I did forget to say. If you are not already a subscriber, please subscribe. Make sure that you hit the notification button so you know when I go live. The other thing is that if you're asking a question and you have a screen name that's like Beetlejuice, please put your real name so that I can tune into your energy. So I know how to answer your questions. I know there might not be a lot of people here because I've been gone for a couple of weeks, but I too needed a break because it has been rough for me. I've not been having the easiest time myself because the energy is very thick. So with that, I'm going to say, let's take your questions. So, and hello everybody that's here. I see Jennifer. I need a romper room. I see Jennifer and I see Chad and I see Lisa and oh, I see Steph and I see Andy and all right. So here's the question. So I'm going to start. Okay. So Jennifer would like a general reading. So we're going to start off with the tarot card for Jennifer. So you guys tell me, how was your New Year? How was your Christmas solstice? How was that? How was all of that for you guys? All right, Jennifer, your first card is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is this is about a new beginning of a situation. This also can be about an adolescent person. I don't want to say boy, but can also be about an adolescent boy. So you would think about basically a person that doesn't have anything that holds them down, meaning like no kids, no wife or husband, and so it could be about this person. But anyway, so if it's also about a beginning, this bowl is gonna like vibrate every single time I talk. The new beginnings are about something to do with like a physical thing. So think of fire, think of like places like jobs. This is jobs. This can be home as well. But something in like the physical world. And it's also about fire. So it's bursting with energy. So there's that one. And then we're going to go over to the oracle cards. Oh, okay. That one absolutely jumped out at you. So we're going to pick that one. Okay. So you got river, you have movement. When I think about this, I think what's coming to mind is there was a time in my life when, I had some control issues. If you know me, I'm sure you'll all be really, really shocked about that. But one of the things that the metaphor that I was given is to be like a stick in a river that just goes with the flow. And even if a stick gets stuck on the side of the river, if you just wait, eventually it will unlodge and you'll be able to keep flowing down the river. So know that there's movement. And even if things are seemingly hard, that to just let go and allow the progression of things that are happening, even if you don't have control. This is going to drive me nuts with its ringing. So I'm putting it over there. Okay, now next we have Chad. Really need some advice from your guides about my daughter, Brittany. Okay, so Chad, let's pull a card just to kind of see what we have, what the cards say. So that's an easy jumping off point for me. And the card we're pulling is the Queen of Wands. Let me flip another one. Okay. So, so you have the Queen of Wands and you have the Fool. So the Queen of Wands is a woman who, she's generally a fire sign, but she's also very, very, she's not a cheater. So but I don't know why that would make any sense to you. Anyway, so if your daughter is a fire sign, or is very fiery, this would be her. But then the next card we have is the Fool. And the Fool is going on a journey, but a Fool is a card full of hope. It's new beginnings. this is definitely nothing ending. Do you know what I mean? So this isn't like a bad card, but to go on a new journey, you need the energy of the Fool to start your process. So what it feels like, Chad, I don't know how old your daughter is, but I'm getting a Saturn return type of vibe. That there's a cycle that has just ended, or a cycle that is ending. Now, this might be that she's in a 9-year, or there's a cycle with numerology that's ending. But I'm catching the vibe of a cycle ending and a new one beginning, which would be the Fool. So whatever is going on with your daughter, something is being left behind, and a new journey and a new path is opening up. It looks so I see her climbing up a mountain. So there's going to be a struggle, but she makes it. So whatever the struggle is, she's going to make it past that struggle. So I hope that answers your question. If not, book a reading with me, and I'd be happy to tell you more. So Lisa next would like a general reading. Okay. So Lisa, again, I wonder how much time we waste shuffling. So Lisa, you have the Hierophant reversed. So the Hierophant reversed means that box that you're kind of like stuck in, thinking I have to do things a certain way. Open up your mind and bust out of the box, because this is unconventional. So whatever is going on in your life that you are dealing with, think outside what you normally think. So if you are an artist and you think, oh, I have to only, write on paper, think about, writing on rocks or something like that, something that you wouldn't necessarily think of. So it's outside the norm. It's unconventional. So be unconventional, be wild, be crazy. And your oracle card, is fire. So it's fire and passion. So whatever unconventional thing that you're thinking about, find the fire, find the passion. Let's see, I know what sign you are, so you're not a fire sign. So it's the get passionate, really dig into what makes you happy and fires you up, and go forward with that. So that is your reading with that. And my wife would like to know if she was a pirate in her past life. So I know this may sound funny to a lot of people, but I know how much she loves pirates. So let's actually see. Yes, Steph. Actually, I see you on a boat. It's not like the Pirates of the Caribbean kind of, boat like that, but I see you on a ship. It's a ship. And I don't think that you were a law-abiding citizen by any means. So I'm going to go with yes. You absolutely were a pirate, or you were on ships anyway, and you didn't follow the rules. So I guess that means pirate. So I'm going to say yes. So do I have any more questions, or is that it? I knew there was more. Okay. So actually, what's really been funny about like the past life thing is that recently I've just been talking to people, and like I get visions of who they were in their past lives. They just pop up. It's very, very interesting. Okay, so Red Vixen. What should she expect for this month? Okay, Red Vixen. This month is going to hold. Well, you got the star reversed, and the star reversed means that you're a little imbalanced. So if you look at the star right, she's balancing. So she's pouring water into the water, and she's pouring water into the ground. So this is talking about balancing the material and the material and the spiritual and the emotion. And when it's upside down like this, it means that you're not really balanced. So what I would suggest that you do is you take some time writing in a journal or however it is that you best process and find out what it is that you are imbalanced from. And so because once we can identify where we are out of balance, then we can do something about it. So you can say like, oh, well, you know, I'm lonely, I'm stuck at home, because we all are. You know, you find different ways to reach out, talk to people, or you need more sunlight, so you go for more walks, those kind of things. So, but you have to identify it first. Then your oracle card is a tsunami wake-up call. This doesn't sound really fun. So I would really encourage you to write in your journal and find out what is going on, because it is telling you that it's kind of a wake-up call. Now, this doesn't have to be disastrous kind of thing for you, but finding out what is going on, being more aware, can be a real big growth opportunity. So that's what you get for January. And Heather. Heather's my niece. Everybody say hi to Heather. Okay, so Heather would like a general reading. So Heather, let's see what's going on for you. Heather is actually 6 months older than my son. All right, Heather. All right, so the card you pulled is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is, generally this talks about an earth sign, but I know you're not an earth sign. You are actually a fire sign. So, but this can be anybody. So what this is talking about is that if you're having any concerns about money, this is telling you that it's okay. You are actually somebody who's pretty good with money and budgeting. So that's what the Queen of Pentacles mean. And because it's upright, it's a good indication that whatever the financial situation is, it's good or it's going to become good. And the other thing about the Queen of Pentacles is, you can see right over here, there's this little bunny rabbit, and that means that she's abundant. And what that also means is that the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who gives. So you are not somebody who's real selfish and keeps everything to yourself. So like if you have extra, you share it with people. And what we know about the law of attraction is if you're sharing with people, you're going to get it back, which would be the Queen of Pentacles. And let's pull you an oracle card. And the oracle card you get is Dawn, a new beginning. So I wonder what is happening with you. So if you mix these cards together, I would say that there's some type of financial new beginning coming. I don't know if you're going to change jobs or maybe you're going to get a raise or what's going on with that, but it's a new beginning and a new dawn. So good things are coming. And Steph, not the wife, would like to hear a general message from my panel. She always calls them my panels. Well, Steph, I am going to pull a card because it's in this type of fast-paced thing. It's easier if I pull you a card. So we're going to pull you a card, and then we're going to go talk to those guys over there. Excuse me. I'm sorry. The person that we have today is named Laura, and she is not a guy. She is a female. All right. Steph. All right, so you have the three of swords reversed. So upright, drag of a card. This means that in the past something has hurt you, but you're getting over that. So the pain of that is it's falling away. So this may seem like I'm cheating because I know you, but they're talking about this is your time. This is the time for you to focus on yourself. This is the time for you to care about you need to put yourself first. Not in a selfish way, but to really, instead of all of this, because instead of the sacrifices that you make for everybody else, how you sort of tough it out and don't get your needs met. Now stop that. Like that needs to be over. That needs to be you putting yourself and your needs first, because you are very, very important and very, very precious, and that's what you should do. So, okay. So do we have any other questions? Then my wife laughing because I called her a pirate. What's really funny is that her dad is very much a pirate. So I think, okay, let's see. I'm going to look over in the chat. There it is. Okay, so Sandy would like a reading. Sure. Hey, Johnny. Okay, so Sandy. Sandy, how was your New Year's and solstice Christmas thing? All right, Sandy, what do we have for you? We have the Ace of Swords. So you've got a new beginning coming. So this could be about communication. This could be about a way of thinking, but there's a new opportunity coming in. So this can also be about the air signs. So this could be also be, okay, so let me think here. The air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So if you know anybody with those signs, the new beginning could be around that. So let's go over to the oracle cards. And see what we can see. Desert and Vision Quest. So this tells me that that whatever this is coming is probably come. You have more information, not by necessarily going to the desert, but actually I know that you live in the desert. This is, I believe that you have information from this from like dreams or visions with meditating, things like that. So this new beginning that you've been told about this. So this is kind of just like a general, like a, what's the word? Validation, confirmation. That's what these cards are. So trust in whatever you have already gotten. So, and hi, Johnny. Welcome back home. I didn't forget, Johnny. All right. Johnny, who must be very, very happy, just like my wife, that the New Orleans Saints won some football game. It's a playoff or something like that. I don't know. Okay, Johnny. Johnny, you got reverse justice. Now, this does not mean that justice is not going to be provided. What it means is that justice is there's something that is being judged in your life. There's some, like if there was any kind of like legal, this tends to mean something legal. The legal situation is going to be settled, but it's going to be settled in your favor. When it's upright, what it means is that it's going to be settled justly and fairly. But this way it's better because it means it's going to go your way. So if there's any kind of legal thing that's happening, it's going to go your way. So, yay. And the oracle card for you is ceremony and invocation. So this means that if there's any type of rituals that you have in your spiritual life, this is an indication that you should do them. So if there is, especially if there is a legal matter that you're trying to have settled, first off, it's going to go your way, but do the rituals and also, keeping yourself centered in whatever is going on in your life. The ritual doesn't just have to do with anything legal. If there's other things going on in your life, fall back to the rituals. I'm kind of getting this going back to basics kind of feeling for you. So when I hear the going back to basics, those things are, the meditation, the grounding, the shielding, the basic things that you learned when you first started your path kind of thing. So I hope that helps. Okay. And anybody else? We're done? Oh, she's typing. Did you guys, how did the bull sound? Can you tell me how the bull sounded? Okay, so, Tish. Oh, hi. I am going to give you a reading too. you? How are things? I want to know. I want to know how things are. You should send me a message. Tell me how things are. All right. So your card is the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles means that you are holding on to something, most likely money. You might be worried about money. But that's not a far stretch given that we're in a pandemic. But so this is holding on, and this can be kind of like the greedy, miserly kind of thing. So understand that to hold on to your money, oftentimes we need to share it with others. But so don't hold on out of fear. If there's something that you can maybe loosen your grip with when it comes to money, or it also could be about relationships, because like this card comes up sometimes when like we have a relationship we just don't want to go let go of. It's super toxic and we need to get out of this situation, but we keep holding on. So think about the things in your life that you're like have like a death grip on, and maybe loosen that up just a little bit. Lotus flower unfoldment. So this is just, so I love it when they do this. So this is about holding on too tight and needing to let go, and this is about opening up. So, the lotus flower that blossoms, but, the lotus flower also folds in when it needs, because it needs rest. So I'm not talking about being open and vulnerable all the time, because nobody can do that. But think about the things that you can let go of. Okay. All right. And Zura. All right. You're going to be the last reading. Okay. So general reading for you. Okay. Sometimes my Vegas style shuffling doesn't work very well. All right, Jen. You have the King of Cups reversed. So what this is telling me, there could be somebody in your life that's emotionally having a hard time. Might be lashing out a little bit. Could be you. Could be somebody around you. But what I'm getting with this is whoever is emotionally lashing out or isn't emotionally doing well, the way to approach that person, even if it's you, especially if it's you, is with kindness and compassion. Think about the things that they've been through, and how you would want someone to approach you if the situations were reversed, if they were happening to you. This does not seem like it's going to last all that long, so just kind of hold on. And the Oracle card is, you got the Desert Vision Quest too. So, so I'm actually being reminded of a whole bunch of things that I've already said. So, so for you, go back to basics. Go back to doing the things that ground you, that fill you. I'm seeing you're dancing. I'm seeing you dancing. So even if you're only dancing for yourself, make sure that you're still dancing. Even if you can only do it for 2 minutes, no matter how long it is, do it. Even if it's 30 seconds, dance for yourself to, interesting. So it's like the light inside of you is kind of getting dimmer and you need to spark back up your passion. So, go back to the things that center you and ground you, and the things, all of the basic self-care kind of things. Again, like I was saying in the beginning of this show, that my guides were talking about grounding out the excess energy that's around us. So, go hug a tree, ground yourself, take salt baths, anybody, this isn't just for Jen, anything that helps you feel grounded and a little bit more stable. There's a yoga pose called the mountain pose, because you want to feel like a mountain. You want to feel solid, grounded, and here. Because when we're solid, when we're grounded, then we can get into our own personal power because we feel so solid. So, and with that, I'm going to say, hey, thanks for coming. I really appreciate you guys showing up, because if you didn't show up, it would be quite a boring show because I would have nothing to do but listen to myself talk. So I want to remind you, if you would like a further, more in-depth reading, to go to sacramentohealingtree.com. And there you can get that. You can get numerology reports, which are super cool, astrology reports, healings, medium. I don't know. There's all kinds of things that I do. So anyway, so head over to Sacramento Healing Tree. And again, everybody, thank you very much for coming. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Be kind to other people and ground yourself. Bye, guys.